Hello everyone, hope you are all safe at your homes. So now we are going to discuss the numericals based on chapter 9. Okay, first type of numericals we have discussed already in the previous video. Now in this type 2 numericals we have to consider the concept of law of conservation of momentum. We have done in this topic one formula, that was m1u1 plus m2u2 is equal to m1v1 plus m2v2. That means total momentum before collision or total initial momentum of a system is equal to total final momentum of the system, or after collision the momentum remains same. So that is what is the law of conservation of momentum. Based on this formula we will be considering the type 2 numericals for this chapter. Now for this type, question number 1 I have written, that is a question considering bullet and a pistol and a bullet. There are two objects in this question. The first type of question in this type 2 numerical, that is law of conservation of momentum type of numericals, is this one, and this is very important type, in which we always consider a gun and a bullet. We know what, suppose this is a type of gun, okay, and it is having a bullet. Fine. Bullet and gun. When bullet and gun are stationary, that means in the initial situation when bullet is not fired from the gun, then in the initial situation when the bullet is inside this gun, they both are at one place and they both are at rest. Okay, so these are the two objects which are having mass m1 and m2 when we relate this with the law of conservation of momentum. So there are, in this whole system, the total momentum will remain conserved before the firing and after the firing. Okay, so we have to consider a system in which there is a pistol for this question and a bullet. Okay, so this is a pistol and this is a bullet. Okay, suppose we can consider the bullet having mass m1 and pistol having mass m2. So what the question is saying now, let us read this question. A bullet of mass 20 gram is horizontally fired with a velocity of 150 meter per second. So bullet having mass 20 gram is horizontally fired with a pistol, and the velocity of the bullet is 150 meter per second. So what is the velocity? 150 meter per second, that is given after firing. Okay, and a pistol of mass 2 kg, mass of the pistol, that is m2, is given. What is the recoil velocity of a pistol? That we have to find out. Now what is the recoil velocity? Recoil velocity is the velocity after the firing. Whenever we are considering a pistol and a bullet, or a gun and a bullet, then after firing in the horizontal direction, the gun will move backward little bit. Okay, that we all know. A little bit jerk is experienced by the person, whoever is holding that gun. Okay, so that jerk is nothing but the recoil velocity of that gun. Okay, so when gun is moving backward after firing a bullet in the forward direction, then it is called recoil velocity, or it is also called as, in general terms, recoiling of the gun. So recoiling of the gun, that is moving backward of the gun, is experiencing some velocity which is known as recoil velocity, that we have to find out. Okay, now in these type of questions, first of all we have to understand and we have to remember the point which is very important, that initially both these are at rest. Bullet as well as pistol, both are at rest. That means initial velocity, that is u1 and u2, both are 0, they both are at rest. Okay, what is mass m1 and m2 in this case? M1 is given mass of bullet, which is 20 grams, or we have to convert it into kg, that means 20 divided by 1000. Okay, so that means 0.02 kg. What is m2? M2 is mass of the gun or pistol, so that is given 2 kg, equals to 2 kg. So masses we have written, initial velocities we have written, that means these things we have written. First of all we have to write the given things that we know. Okay, now in the next part we have to find out the recoil velocity of the gun, that is the final velocity of the gun, which is v2. Gun is second one, so it is v2, that is recoil velocity, that is to be found. And what is v1? The velocity of the bullet which is given is 150 meter per second. 150 meter per second, this is given. So these are all the things which we are given in the question. Now what we have to do, the next step, as we know, we have to put up the things in the formula. Okay, now what is the formula? Write down the formula and then we put all these values. The formula is m1u1 plus m2u2 is equals to m1v1 plus m2v2. Okay, what was m1? Mass of the bullet. Okay, that was 0.02 kg. And what is u1? That is 0, plus mass of the gun is 2 kg and u2 is also 0. So this whole term left side becomes 0 in this case. m1 again we have to put 0.02. v1 is velocity of the gun, that is 150 meter per second, plus m2 is 2, and that is velocity of the gun, that is recoil velocity, that we have to find out. Now this term is 0, then 0.02 divided by 100 we can write down like this, plus 2v2. We have to simplify this. Okay, now this 0 is cancelled. Okay, and 15 multiplied by 2 is 30. Okay, and then divide by 10. The 0 is cancelled again, plus 2v2. Now this term we have to move it to this side. This will be minus 3. 2v2 remains this side. So what is v2? 2 will be in the denominator, minus 3 upon 2, that is minus 1.5 meter per second is the velocity which is moved in the backward direction. Because it is in the backward direction, it is coming out to be negative, that is a recoil velocity. So recoil velocity is always considered negative. Recoil velocity will always be considered as negative because it is moving in the backward direction and gun is moving in the forward direction, that we have to consider positive. Okay, now next type of question that we will consider from your NCERT book, that is example 9.7. this is on page number 125 in your NCERT book. Okay, see example 9.7. A girl of mass 40 kg jumps with a horizontal velocity of 5 meter per second onto a stationary cart with the frictionless wheels. The mass of the cart is 3 kg. Okay, so what is given? A girl is given. Here the diagram is also given for better understanding, so that is why I am showing you your book. Okay, you should read it from your book. A girl of mass 40 kg. Here this is the diagram. 40 kg is 40 kg is mass of the girl, and she jumps on to a horizontal stationary cart. Okay, she is moving with, she is running, you can say, and with the horizontal velocity of 5 meter per second, and she is jumping onto a stationary cart. Stationary cart means the cart is at rest initially, and when she is jumping she starts moving. When she jumps and she starts moving, then both the cart and the girl will move with the same velocity, that we know, because this must be you all must have done this thing. Okay, so whenever you are jumping on a stationary cart, you and the cart will move with the same velocity as a combined mass. Okay, so the mass of the cart is given 3 kg. The girl is having a mass 40 kg. That means your m1 and m2 are given. The velocity of the girl is also given. That means initial velocity u1, okay, that is 5 meter per second, and initial velocity of the stationary cart is 0, that is also given. So these are the things given from the question. Okay, now let's say what we have to find out. The mass of the cart is 3 kg. What is the velocity, what is her velocity as the cart starts moving? As the cart has started moving, the velocity of the cart and the girl was same, so her velocity we can find out as a combined velocity. So combined velocity here in the diagram it is shown as v. Okay, so we can assume that let the combined velocity is v. Assume that there is no external unbalanced force working in the horizontal direction. No other force is working in the horizontal direction. That means we have to consider this as a system whole, combined system. For a whole system, the law of conservation of momentum holds good. That means total initial momentum of a system is equal to total final momentum of the system. Okay, so this question is based on again the law of conservation of momentum. So let's see how to do this question. Okay, so in this question, example number 9.7, we have a girl with a mass 40 kg. m1 is given. m2 of a cart is 3 kg. u1, that is initial velocity of the girl, is 5 meter per second. These are the things given. I am writing. u2, stationary cart, that means initial velocity of the cart 0. Okay, so what is v1 and what is v2? v1 and v2 are both same. They are combined now and they are moving with the same single velocity. Okay, so they both v are same, and that we have to find out this v. Okay, what is the velocity of the girl? And the velocity of the girl is same as velocity of the cart, so that we have to find out. Okay, now write down the formula. m1 u1 plus m2 u2 is equals to m1 v1 plus m2 v2. Okay, m1 is 40 kg, u1 is 5 plus m2 is 3 kg, u2 is 0. m1 is 40 kg, v1 is v, that is v, plus m2 is 3 kg, and that is v. Okay, so this is 40 plus 3, that means 43 v, or here 200 plus 0. Okay, so it becomes v is equals to 200 divided by 43. Okay, how much it is? It will coming out to be 4.6. It is meter per second. So what is the velocity of the girl? Velocity of the girl and the cart as well is 4.6 meter per second according to this. Okay, they will be moving in the same direction, not in the opposite direction. Okay, in the as the previous direction of the girl. So it is coming out to be positive. It should be positive only, right? Now here is the another type of the question. Let us read the question. A stone of mass 2 kg initially at rest suddenly breaks into two pieces of masses 1.2 kg and 0.8 kg. Okay, so what is given? A big stone is given and it is breaking into two pieces which is having mass m1 and m2. Here what is the mass of the big stone? It is 2 kg and this is m1 plus m2 it is given. Okay, so these two masses are m1 which is 1.2 kg it is given and another is 0.8 kg. Okay, two pieces are given. Now if the lighter piece travels with the velocity of 3 meter per second, lighter piece is which one? m2 we are considering. Okay, it is traveling with the velocity of 3 meter per second, so it will be v2, that will be 3 meter per second due east, and then find the velocity and direction of motion. If it is traveling in the east direction, okay, so what is east direction? East direction is north, south, east and west, so it is moving in east direction, this one lighter one m2. Okay, so find the velocity and direction of motion of the heavier piece. What will happen to the this velocity? That means v1 we have to find out. And what about u1 and u2? Initially they are at rest. Okay, so u1 is equals to u2 is equals to 0 we can say, because both the things are at rest when they were combined. Okay, so these are the things given according to the question. So question understanding is very very important in the case of numericals. In fact, in whole of the physics, the for concepts also and for numericals also, the question understanding is very very important. Okay, now let us find out the answer. What is our formula? m1 u1 plus m2 u2 is equals to m1 v1 plus m2 v2. Okay, so what is u1 and u2? They are both 0, so that will be 0, this term will become 0. Now here m1 is 1.2 kg and what is v1? That we have to find out, so I will write down as it is, plus m2 is 0.8 kg, that means what is v2? That is 3. So in this manner we can find out v1. Okay, so let's find out v1. What is v1? 1.2 v1 is equals to minus 0.8 multiplied by 3, that is 2.4. okay, so this term was positive and it is going this side, and other side it becomes negative. So what is v1? It is equals to minus 2.4 divided by 1.2. so how much it is? It becomes minus 2 meter per second. So v1 is coming out to be minus 2 meter per second. That is the velocity of the heavier mass, and it is in the opposite direction, that is negative it is coming out. So if it was moving in the, if the lighter one was moving, m2 was moving in the east direction, then m1 was moving in the west direction, opposite to that. Okay, so these were the different types of questions based on the formula of law of conservation of momentum. Hope you understood all these types and you practice all the types of questions, then it will become easier to attempt these type of numericals. Thank you.